Good to see you here in Key West. Today is a special day. Come Monday, it will be all right. In 2023, we lost the great Jimmy Buffett.
Jimmy first visited Key West in 1971 to take a break from Nashville, and he decided to make Key West his home. Join us today as we give you a self-guided bike tour of famous places that were special to Jimmy Buffett.
Our bike ride will last about an hour long, but we're making 7 Jimmy Buffett stops, so it's going to take us a little bit longer than that. The ride is going to be from one end of the island to the other.
First, we're headed to the apartment where Jimmy Buffett first stayed in the 70s. Right outside of that apartment, one of his famous album covers was shot. Let's get started on our next trail adventure come next Monday. Ready to go? We've arrived at the first stop. This is 704 Waddell Street, and you can rent the room where Jimmy Buffett first stayed in his first apartment right here if you want to. And by the way, I'm going to put all of the addresses for this bike tour in the notes so you can take this tour too.
If you're a Jimmy Buffett lover, you'll know that his album cover, A1A, is of a Jimmy sitting in a beach chair. Well, that photo was taken right outside in the back of his apartment. Let's go see if we can see maybe where that album was shot and see if we can get back to the beach and then over to the bar that Jimmy frequented. So let's try it out.
A1A might have been taken right here. Let's head to the bar. It's changed a little bit. Now it's a private resort, but it's a cool vibe.
Jimmy once said, if there's a heaven for me, I'm sure there's a beach attached. Our next trail is on to the second destination for Jimmy Buffett's tour, and it's called the Buffett Complex.
At the Buffett Complex. Let's take a look. 3624 Sunrise Drive. And this is the guest house. Jimmy treasured his family and friends and once said, "I've always looked at life as a voyage, mostly wonderful, sometimes frightening. In my family and friends, I've discovered treasure more valuable than gold." Jimmy's wife wanted a place away from Old Town, away from all the hustle and bustle of Key West, so she got this complex on the other side of the island. There's a guest house here, and you can imagine this place had a lot of fun. Our next stop is the original site for the Margaritaville store.
We had to travel across the island 3 miles to get to our third stop here at Local Color, located at 276 Margaret Street. Later we're going to the Margaritaville restaurant, and there we might see a sign that says the original Margaritaville store, but this is the location of the original Margaritaville retail store. It's pretty cool to be in the spot where Jimmy Buffett started that Margaritaville empire.
Next, we're heading to Shrimpboat Studios. We're at stop number 4, and this is the Shrimpboat Studio, where Jimmy Buffett recorded many of his famous songs, along with a lot of other famous people like Kenny Chesney, the Eagles, Alan Jackson, and Toby Keith. This place used to be an old storage locker for shrimp, but they converted it into Jimmy Buffett's recording studio.
So that's why they call it the Shrimp Company Studio?
Yeah, that's pretty cool, huh?
Yeah.
If you're enjoying Come Monday in Key West, I would encourage you to subscribe to our next trail. Hit the thumbs up. Subscribing, liking the video, commenting on the video really helps us out. Let's head to stop number 5. You can just put Conch Republic in your GPS to get to the Shrimpboat Studios. You'll see in a minute that it kind of took us a goofy way to get here, but lots of different ways to get here. The GPS is taking us here to the Pier House Resort and Spa. We can go in and ask if this is the old chart room. We've made it to stop number 5. This is the chart room bar, and it has the name right on the top, the chart room bar. This is the first place that Jimmy Buffett stopped in Key West, and he performed his first song here and met his wife Jane. So it's important, huh?
Yeah, interesting. I would add, it's tricky to find.
Yes, let's go find where his first great performance started here in Key West. And you're gonna go through the Pier House Hotel. And you might feel like you're lost, but you're not.
Strange.
But it was kind of cool place,
yeah, it's
huh?
real neat. It took me by surprise the way it was, but it's neat.
A little tiny dive.
Be wondering how Buffett could perform in there.
Right? Well, it's a lucky place for him. He met his wife there. Off to our next stop.
Captain Tony's Saloon.
Now we're headed down the very busy Duval Street. Lots of fun on this street.
We're at our 6th stop, which is Captain Tony's Saloon. In this place, Jimmy played for bologna sandwiches before he became famous. On the walls in the saloon, you can find the connection between Jimmy and Captain Tony. In the bathroom walls, I think you can find the lyrics to one of Jimmy's songs, so we might take a look at that. I might take you into the bathroom with me. Also, this was the original Sloppy Joe's. And now Sloppy Joe's is a couple hundred feet down on the corner. I think the price, the rental was too expensive, so Sloppy Joe moved out. Well, I told you I'd take you into the bathroom with me to find Jimmy Buffett's lyrics. Here they are. Interesting fact I read in there in Captain Tony's Saloon. Jimmy Buffett the first time came in and asked Captain Tony if he could sing in between sets of of bands. So when one band was done, Jimmy would get up there and play a couple songs until the next band was ready. And for that effort, he was given $10 and 3 Budweisers.
Oh, the sun is starting to set in Key West, so we better hustle up to our last stop. Can you guess what it is? We're almost there to the last stop on the Jimmy Buffett bicycle tour. It is. We are at our final stop of the Jimmy Buffett self-guided bike tour. You guessed it, Margaritaville.
Jimmy Buffett was not only laid-back style singer, but he was also a great businessman. He turned his Margaritaville empire into Forbes claimed him to be the 13th wealthiest celebrity. So that's a pretty good accomplishment for the style that Jimmy led. So that's where we're ending our Come Monday tour. So we're gonna go in, see what's going on inside the store and the cafe.
We've enjoyed our Jimmy Buffett self-guided bike tour.
Learn some new facts about Jimmy Buffett. Hopefully you watch our videos and see those things. We enjoyed our Come Monday episodes.
We were very lucky to see Jimmy Buffett in concert.
Oh yes.
What year was that?
That's a couple years ago, down in Cincinnati. We have our shirts on, so we're fortunate to see him. And then I think that just turned us on a little bit more to wanting to know more about Jimmy Buffett. And Julie did a great job setting up this guide to see all the places in Key West.
I think if you follow all of the places that we went to, I'll have notes in the descriptions. You'll have a great time in Key West. The sun has already set, and it's time to have some fun here on Duval Street.
Oh, Julie.
Just like Jimmy Buffett would. Until next time, let our next trail help you find your next trail.